Today, we are 8 days before Israel's elections for its 19th parliament, the Knesset. On January 22nd, at around 7 a.m. Israel time, more than 10,000 voting stations will be open for Israel's 5.1 million individuals who are eligible to vote. No less than 34 parties will compete to pass the 2% threshold, enter the Knesset, and from there to try and shape the future of this country amid growing social unrest, public debate on the relations between religion and state, welfare, health, education, economy, changing Middle East, and concern from a nuclear Iran. Is something missing? Well, yes. It is probably the first elections in decades where the peace process with the Palestinians is not at the top priorities of most Israelis, as well as most of the party's platforms. Today, we will try to understand why. The results of these elections and the new government to follow will also affect Israel's relations with its biggest ally, the United States. How closely the two administrations will work. Will they align themselves on the issue of Iran? How much political capital will President Obama would be willing to invest in order to revive a peace process which is now in the state of a coma? And what do Israelis actually expect from the United States to do in matters concerning Israel? The title of today's conference is Israel 2013 Election at a Political Crossroad. Allow me to slightly rephrase this title and ask, does Israel at a political crossroad? This is a tough question, and our mission here today is to ask tough questions. We have not invited you here today to waste your time by listening to empty political slogans or consume raps. We gather here to understand, and for that end, we must ask. For this purpose, we have invited what we consider the top scholars, journalists, and policymakers in Washington, D.C. All our speakers work closely on Israel and the Middle East. Some of these experts have lived in Israel or in the region, speak its languages, toured its streets and government offices frequently, and engage closely with the most important leaders of Israel and its neighboring countries. I am confident that their analyses and insights will be of enormous value. So 3 panels are expecting us here today. The first on domestic politics, where we'll familiarize ourselves with the candidates, parties, platforms, political trends, and burning issues. The second on regional politics, where we will discuss the implications of these elections on Israel's relations with the Palestinians, the Arab world, Turkey, and the threat of a nuclear Iran. And the third panel on Israel-US relations, where the relations and cooperation between the two administrations post-elections in both countries will be discussed. Each panel will be followed by a Q&A session where you'll have the chance, the opportunity to ask our speakers a question. So I wish you all an insightful day, and let the show begin.